Hello everyone, my name is Wayne.
And I'm Rebecca.
And we are your Bourbon Journey. We recently planned a trip to Kansas City. Now, and we're talking Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah.
We had decided a couple months ago, after a long discussion, about going to go see the group America. They were playing in Kansas City, and my wife has never seen them because it happened to be Kansas City, Missouri.
And because Wayne had never been before, I had to start planning things.
Yeah, so that kind of sprouted into a rather larger trip that we will kind of go into as we do these different distilleries. And of course, we're talking Kansas City, we're talking Missouri. We decided that we were going to hit a couple distilleries. Well, we drove the 6 hours on Thursday morning to Kansas City, ate restaurant at a very famous place that had a bunch of sporting goods stuff. Chapels. I had sporting goods stuff all over the place. They had a Bloody Mary that for the first time in my life, I ever had a Bloody Mary with Old Crow. After that, we drove to Ben Holladay.
Which is in Weston, Missouri. Just a little bit north. It's a little bit north of the airport.
It's a gorgeous campus. It's a gorgeous place. If you haven't been there, we really suggest that you take the opportunity to go see it. When we get to our Bourbon Trails, Tales, and Taste, we'll go into a more detailed discussion about what we did. So it'll be a little abbreviated today because we're going to concentrate on this bottle that we acquired that day.
Yeah, so I'm going to show a few pictures just to kind of whet your appetite for Holladay Distillery and share a little bit of their amazing history. So as Wayne said, we visited Holladay Distillery in Weston, Missouri on July 24th, 2025. It was actually our 67th distillery and our first in Missouri. Holladay is a very significant landmark in American distilling. It's the oldest continuously operating distillery west of the Mississippi, and it's on its original site. The distillery's history is deeply intertwined with its founder, Ben Holladay, who was a notable entrepreneur in the 19th century. In 1856, Kentucky natives Ben and David Holladay founded the distillery after recognizing the ideal conditions of the land they had purchased. The property featured natural limestone spring, which is a crucial element, as you know. The spring water, which was first charted by Lewis and Clark in 1804, remains an integral part of the bourbon making process today. While his brother David ran the distillery, Ben became a powerful and influential figure, earning the nickname the Stagecoach King. He owned the largest stagecoach empire in America West and was at one point the largest individual employer in the country. He eventually sold his transportation conglomerate to Wells Fargo. So when you see their bottles and you see the Stagecoach, that's what that's about. Played a crucial role in establishing Real Missouri Bourbon designation. It was a 2019 state law that whiskey labeled as such malted, fermented, distilled, aged, bottled in Missouri using local ingredients. Holladay's commitment to these standards helped create and elevate Missouri's bourbon industry. So I hope that was interesting for you. And now when you see this any bottles of Ben Holladay in your local liquor store, which we do get their 1856, which has their rye mash bill bourbon versus their soft red wheat, which has, of course, their soft red wheat in it. They often have the Stagecoach on there and different pictures. So it's very cool. But today, let's talk, what was some of your favorite things you saw there? We're not going to get deep into it, but one of your favorite things.
Probably my favorite thing was the original water spot or kind of well that Lewis and Clark found back in the day. I don't think there was really any water, but they kind of dug the area out, and if they went down, they would find water.
Yeah.
That was really cool. And there was a couple other wells that they'd actually dug up that actually now do bring water to the surface. I don't think they're really using them, but they actually...
Oh, no, the main one is
there. The main one is? Okay,
the one that's covered, that's the bigger one that we went to first, that was in the screened off area, is actually their main water source for the entire distillery.
It's the one outside that basically they could use, but they've just got...
They keep trying to fill it in, to not use it right now, and it keeps bubbling up.
Yeah, so...
It wants to be there. I also really enjoyed their bottle and bond warehouse. Their federally bonded warehouse was quite nice. Of course, it's always nice to get into a rick house on a hot day because it's cooler in there. And of course, we had a great tour guide, David. I mean, he was so knowledgeable and he was patient with us, asking a lot of questions. And, we got to do all sorts of things in there, which was terrific. He also took us to what's known as the Ancient Cave, which has been there since almost the beginning of time for them. And that's where they do these special bottles that we were just talking about. So, yeah. And
one other thing, we were also allowed to taste off the still. Some people like thieving out of a barrel. I love tasting off of a still. That's been my thing. And I will say this, their White Dog, White Lightning, whatever you want to call it. Distillate is excellent. It's one of the better ones I had. And that was just so good.
It was excellent. And we also stepped inside their event center. And I only bring it up because they have tons of events there, but their bar is pretty unique. It has, it was made from an original still at Maker's Mark. And so the column still was kind of opened up, and then they used it as a still there first. And then once that was their first still that they got from Maker's Mark. And then I guess they were saying that at one time when they turned it into a bar, they took the plaque off that had to do with Maker's Mark and sent it back to Maker's Mark, and it hangs on their wall. So,
which is really cool.
Very historic. It was just really cool to use it that way. I thought it was really neat. And the people were fantastic. The person that greeted us was great. And then of course we had David, which was terrific. I mean, everyone that came in, it's just a lovely, lovely facility. And we look forward to going back for sure and sharing with you again in Bourbon Trail Tales and Tastes when we get to that episode. But we had to do a little sneak peek today versus just pouring a bottle. We can't just pour a bottle because we have to always tell a story with the bottle about how we got it.
So after the tour was over with, we went to the gift shop. They had a lot of their basic stuff. The thing that they did have that you cannot get outside of the distillery is they had 375s of their product. So we got a couple of those just for kicks and giggles. So as we were in the tasting room and we're tasting the stuff, which is, and Holladay's just outstanding.
It's great.
Of course, we had asked if they had any of these versions of the stuff, and the guy said no, that they didn't or whatever. And then he excused himself and took off while we were tasting. He came back down and he goes, I had one left in my office. And
he went and checked and said we could buy it.
And so we were like, yippee. And I think there's a combination of just, I don't know, he liked us. He knew we were into it. He knew we traveled far. We were very respectful with him. And so here we are, and we are going to, for the first time, we haven't tasted it. We didn't taste it there.
Nope, wasn't available.
My wife cracked it open maybe 20, 30 minutes ago. And so we're going to try it. I'm really curious. I've heard a lot of things about it.
Let me just tell you just a tiny bit. We're not going to bore you to tears. Just a tiny bit about what this is about. So this is the Ancient Cave Collection Wave Stave of 2025. Now, Holladay Distillery, I mentioned briefly before, has an ancient cave where a series of bourbon is aged in mostly experimental for secondary finishes. They're often, and typically we've heard, they're always distillery exclusives. They use distillery's ancient cave. It's the oldest structure on the site, which makes it very cool environment for the barrel's aging. So this is a Missouri straight bourbon whiskey by Holladay Distillery. It is the 1856 mash bill, which is the one that has rye in it. It's 73% corn, 15% rye, and 12% malted barley. This was aged 7 years and 5 months. It was finished in American oak with a medium toast, a char 1, and a wave stave, which means the staves were kind of hollowed out a little bit to make a wave effect. Just imagine it to get more surface area for the aging. It is proofed at 100, and it's a 375 milliliter bottle. And we got it that day at the distillery for $44.99, which I feel that even for a 375 is a fantastic price for a special release distillery only. It's really good.
And do you know whether or not they sell them only in this size, or did they have bigger bottles?
They only do 375.
Okay, that's what I thought, because the few times I've seen pictures of them, they've always been smaller bottles.
Yeah.
And so
that way more people can get them, because it's usually one barrel at a time or something like that, so more people get them.
Yeah.
Which is great.
So here we go, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at the color.
It's got a nice color.
Yeah, it's, what would you say, medium amber?
Medium amber. I mean, it's got that 7 years and plus the extra finishing on it, which is great. It's a little cool in here. I had the air conditioning running, so I'm trying to warm it up just a tad.
Using our holiday glasses. Did we get them that day or had we?
We did not. I actually got these glasses when Carl Merklin, their master distiller, spoke at the Bourbon Women event last year, and everyone got a glass.
Oh, so, very cool.
Yeah. So let's check out the nose.
I've already got legs.
I'm getting a little bit of that barrel note on there.
Oh, well, I am getting sweetness. I am getting brown sugar. I'm getting vanilla.
Mine's a little darker, more caramel.
There's I do get the barrel notes as well. This is really good.
I mean, I'm almost getting like a nougat. Not quite chocolate on the nose, but kind of nougaty.
That's a good call.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
I am digging the nose on this.
It's really making you want to jump in. So, yeah, look at those legs. They are very heavy legs forming on the glass.
This is one of the few times. Normally, you find the legs before me, and if you heard if you heard me make the comment just before I smelled it, I could already see one long leg coming down like this.
Yeah, the whole edge, all the way around my glass, is just
it was just
lovely drips.
It was ZZ topping right in front of me. So we're gonna taste this puppy.
Let's do.
Oh, been waiting for this one.
Cheers to Ancient Cave, and thank you, David, for helping us acquire this.
Cheers.
Oh my goodness.
Barrel is on the front.
Yeah.
Breaks off to a caramel. Breaks off to almost a slight butterscotch / toffee. This is really outstanding.
Yeah, I'm getting some of those barrel notes in a really positive way on the palate. It's mimicking the nose quite well, except that it seems amped up from the nose. And the caramel for me is now, I feel like I'm having a is it Three Musketeers or is it Milky Way that has the caramel on it? I think it's Milky Way.
I think it is Milky Way.
So it's like that nougat with the caramel and then the dark chocolate one, right? Where you have the dark chocolate over it. That's kind of what I'm getting on this. I'm getting a candy bar. I don't get candy bars very often.
Well, I am getting a lot of barrel notes, and I'm getting barrel notes in the beginning, and I'm getting barrel notes all the way through the palate. Not the finish yet. We'll go over that in a minute. This is really good.
Well, and
this is very adult.
And I just want to add that 7 years, 5 months, I think is what I said, and that extra finishing time. But in the Ancient Cave, it's very cool in there. We went in there that day too, and even as hot as it was outside, that cave was like being in an ice box almost.
Oh, thank goodness.
And but it's really good for for aging things. So you put the extra age on them, you get the wood notes without it being dry and tannic, which happens when it's high heat. The high heat can really turn an older whiskey into something that's very tannic and drying, and that is not what this is. And I'm sure it's that really cold cave
yes,
that allows it to be just amazing.
I would agree. And shall we? Let's do the finish.
Yeah, let's take another sip for the finish. Heck, let's just take another sip because it's so darn good. I'm enjoying this a lot. I'm still getting that Milky Way bar thing on the palate. It's just really, really good.
I'm getting barrel notes on the finish. This is one of the rare times that I am getting barrel notes all the way through, beginning, middle, and end.
And it's positive.
Yes.
Sometimes you get barrel notes all the way through and it's not a great thing.
Right? I can think of one specifically.
That's okay.
I won't mention it.
But this is a great experience from nose to finish. I mean, it's fantastic. Kyle, the distiller, you are doing a great job with the distilling as well as the aging process on these. Oh my goodness.
I really like the flavors on it. It's, I think also in the back there there's a tad bit of cinnamon, maybe just a touch of black pepper. Yeah,
on the finish as it's sitting here for me, I'm getting almost an effervescence of black pepper and cinnamon. It's kind of going cinnamon, black pepper kind of a thing. It's just, and it's very pleasant. So it's not like hit you. It's just, don't forget I'm here kind of a thing. It's nudging you a bit.
This is really outstanding. David, if you're watching out there, and we did give you a card and hope you are, thank you for allowing us to take this bottle and have the opportunity to review it. And thank you for being a great tour guide that day. You were very hospitable. You were very friendly.
And a great ambassador for Holladay.
Absolutely. And if I may use the word, you were very authentic.
Mm-hmm.
So with all of that said, cheers to all of you who have been Holladay. If you haven't been there, you need to go. If you like what we do, please hit the subscribe button and always remember to drink responsibly. Cheers.
Cheers.